What are the top 5 things that you do to protect yourself from stress and overwhelm? I love this question because it's implying that you're being proactive about your stress and overwhelm instead of letting things get so out of control that you're trying to figure out how to fix it later on. So if this is something that you've been thinking about, I'm going to invite you. No, I'm going to get a little bit more firm than that. I am actually telling you to stop waiting for things in your life to slow down, to start taking control. It is so important. You have stress every day, and there's things that you need in place to protect you. Why are you leaving yourself open to just all the chaos and then just whatever happens, happens? So I'm going to challenge you to start a daily practice this week because things are not going to get any easier. So I just wanted to give you some ideas. These are the top 5 things that I do on a regular basis to protect myself from stress and overwhelm. Sleep, for me, is number one. And to be honest, I suck at sleep. This sounds really dumb, but I have to work really hard at getting good sleep. I'm not a good sleeper. But when I don't get good sleep, my workouts completely suck. I notice I'm hungrier for a lot of just totally crappy food. I am less patient. And research shows that lack of sleep just smashes our resilience. We can get by on a little bit of sleep, but I don't know about you. I'd rather do more in my life than just get by. The second thing that I do is I protect my calendar to protect me from stress and overwhelm. I don't open my calendar for meetings until 11:30 a.m. So mornings are my most focused, productive time. It's when I get the things done that I need to get done in order not to feel stressed out and overwhelmed. It's also when I get my workout done. So what works for me is focusing on myself and my needs in the morning, and then the rest of the day is when I can focus on other people and their needs. The third thing that I do has a lot to do with connection. I'm definitely an extrovert. I get so energized by being with good people, having good conversations about important things. And I think, so many of us feel like we are supposed to have certain relationships with people that actually just increase our stress and our anxiety. So for me, it's just really important to have those really, really amazing people that have your back and want the best for you, and you totally feel that in return. The fourth thing that I do is start my day with journaling. There's a huge difference on how I feel for the entire day, depending on how I start my morning. It's tempting for me to want to just jump into emails and start getting things done because part of my brain is telling me just the more things you can get done, the less stress and overwhelm you're going to have. But it just puts me into reactive mode versus when I'm journaling, it's a moment for me to be very intentional and calm and focused on what's really important. And that energy, it's magical. It just stays with me for the rest of the day versus waking up and just jumping right into work. And I maybe spend 5 minutes journaling. So it's not a huge ask, but it makes a huge difference. The last thing that I do that protects me from stress and overwhelm are my workouts. For me, I have this story that if I can handle the stress of that workout, I can handle the stress of anything. It just gives me the strength and the confidence to get through whatever's gonna come my way during the day. It's also my break in the day. It's my sense of community. And exercise is the number one way to rid the body of stress hormones. So it's an awesome reset. What's on your list? Things are never going to slow down. I'm sorry to tell you, they're never going to get any easier, which is why it's so important that you have things like this to help you better deal with the stress in your life. So if you want a little bit of help figuring out what these 5 things might look like for you, check out this video.